Howdy, my beautiful Taurus. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, honey, I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope reading for October 2021, my beautiful Taurus. So if you find some cards that resonate with you in this weekly reading today, darling, be sure to let me know in the comments below how the cards resonate, because that's how I keep up with you, Taurus, is through the comments, of course. As well, if you do enjoy this tarot reading, or you just enjoy my vibe for today, my beautiful Taurus, I would really appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate it when you guys do that extra step to support me. Remember though, Taurus, it does not matter what you identify as, whether it's he, she, they, them, anything inside or outside of that spectrum, Taurus. If these tarot cards are going to resonate with you, darling, they're going to resonate with you one way or another. Remember though that I am just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate and see what doesn't, because I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. I believe tarot cards are just here to give you some food for thought for today, a perspective to consider, but never making choices in your life. If you would like to book a private personal reading with me, Taurus, I am running a discount 20% off coupon. I have it linked down below if you want to check that out for any of my readings. It's always on my website, SimplyVelca.com, Taurus, if you want to see that as well. But let's just get into your weekly tarot horoscope reading now, Taurus. The vibe forecast for this week, darling, the vibe check for this week for you guys, Taurus, is the Eight of Earth, the Eight of Pentacles in normal tarot. This is the Doreen Virtue Tarot deck, Taurus. Everyone always asks me what a good starting deck is, and it's this deck. But this card says, skilled work is rewarded, Taurus, learning all that there is to know about a topic and going back to school. So I always like to say, Taurus, it doesn't mean that you guys are actually going back to school, darling. That's a very old school thinking, in that you have to go to college or school to educate yourself. This could be just a week, Taurus, where you're learning more about a craft that you want to dabble into, Taurus. I do see you guys also. I see don't mind me, Taurus, the allergies, darling, are getting to me. I do see the Eight of Pentacles as a energy of where you guys are up leveling, Taurus. I do see for some of you guys, you might be receiving some type of promotion, darling. Maybe in terms of some type of relationship in your life, whether it's platonic, romantic, darling. You fill in the gaps, darling. It could be anything. I do see some type of up leveling in that regard, if you guys are not doing any type of research in regards to something, right? If you are, though, I feel like it's going to be paying off in tenfold if you were to continue on delving into its subject or something like that, especially if it's of the arts, because I'm being shown paintbrushes and pencils, and so it could be something passion related in the sense of like something just creative, maybe writing a book. The world is the limit in terms of creative pursuits. So let's continue on. We have the Page of Pentacles coming in for you, Taurus, with the Three of Cups coming in here, as well as, Taurus, the Moon card coming in here. So I do see for many of you, Taurus, is actually unexpected communications probably going to be the name of the game for you guys. You might be reached out by even, honestly, Taurus, I see for some of you guys in your job situation that your higher ups, and I know this is going to be a far stretch for most people because I know most people don't like their bosses, Taurus. Y'all have made it clear to me from before how a lot of you guys, Taurus, aren't happy with your work situation. But I see for many of you guys, you might be unexpectedly receiving some very positive news in regards to your work environment. I see whatever this communication is, it leads to celebration that you have with other people, Taurus. And I say it's going to catch you off guard because of this moon energy. This is something that you don't really anticipate coming towards you, Taurus. I don't feel like you expect this Page of Pentacles coming in. It also could be representing opportunities, a new opportunity for you to be doing something, right? So whatever, it could be even related to this Eight of Pentacles, what you're doing research on. As you do research on it, Taurus, your life might set up in such a way where it's just like something that you were doing research on. You actually have the opportunity to jump into that actual field and really start growing in that way. Because I'm being shown a glass ceiling and I see it like raising up, Taurus. So I'm taking this as a sign of like going into some facet of your life, Taurus, is really going to start elevating itself. Like you're going to be elevating in this facet, and I really see you thriving. In terms of socially, again, for some Tauruses, I would not be surprised if you get some unexpected communications from someone. I don't feel like you would know this energy, Taurus, admittedly, because of that moon energy, but it's like you like this communication that comes in because, again, it's like I just see this with this Eight of Pentacles. It might be you guys are finally attracting, if you guys have been trying to manifest better, more fulfilling relationships in your life, Taurus. I see some of you guys attracting more of your soul tribe in that way, Taurus. Whatever it is, like it's almost as if as you continue doing your studies, as you continue even developing yourself, Taurus, you just really start. It's like that's when like a lot of doorways start being opened up to you, because there's like this one song, it's like an early 2000s song where it starts out with like creaking, and I think it's like not a T-Pain, it's like a Lil Wayne song from like I think it's like 2004. If I'll link it down below, but let me know if it's like a rap hip hop song. But I digress. It's like I'm hearing a door creaking, so it's like I'm taking this as doors opening up for you, opportunities opening up for you, Taurus. So now we have the Knight of Pentacles coming in for you with the Hanged Man, as well as the Magician card coming in here. So you've been putting in the work for this, Taurus. You've been really trying to, with that Knight of Pentacles here, this showcases to me where you guys were really... It's probably been like a long time coming. It's been like slowly in the works. The Magician card with this Hanged Man coming in here. I do feel as if for you Tauruses, once this opportunity comes towards you, you guys are just going to grab up at it and you're not going to let it go. And I don't feel like you should be letting it go, Taurus. I see for many of you guys just the situation of where like you just take the reins on something and you just really go off into the sunset, and it brings forth a lot of abundance for you guys. It brings forth a lot of success for you guys. That Magician card is a very fabulous energy for you guys to be having, Taurus, because it's like, the Magician card creates the reality that they want to see, Taurus. So if you guys have been doing any type of meditations, any type of ritual work, of course, Taurus, I see it definitely paying off here based off of that Hanged Man and Knight of Pentacles. It's like as you go throughout your journey, Taurus, something presents itself and it's just like, oh, you have this opportunity. It's like you're on a highway, Taurus, and it's like this exit comes up and maybe you weren't really necessarily anticipating this exit, but when you see this exit, you're going to lock eyes with it and be like, I need to go this way. And once you go this way, it just sets your future up in such a big way, Taurus, I feel. We have the Cat card coming in here. It's time to strike out on your own, Taurus, and relinquish your over dependency on others. So you are definitely going to be going out on your own with this, Taurus. You're not really going to be, I wouldn't even be surprised if you don't get like the people around you, Taurus, don't really give their approval, darling. Not that I feel as if you should ever have anyone's approval for living your own life, Taurus. But I wouldn't be surprised, Taurus, if people around you really are just looking at you being like, Taurus, what are you doing? Like, why are you being irresponsible or what have you? Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough, though. It's like Spirit's trying to give you this strong reassurance, Taurus, in that it's like no one else is going to understand your vision. It's like this sense of where it's like, I don't really care what it is that you believe in, Taurus. I mean, I care, but I don't care, right? We all believe in different things. I'm not trying to push a belief system on anybody, but it's just like I feel strongly in saying where it's just like God didn't give your vision to anyone else. So when God presents this vision to you, when God gives you this sense of a Eureka moment, really, it's not up to you to make other people understand God's vision and to see that same vision that God gave to you personally. It's up to you to create that see God's vision and then create it into the physical. Replace God with whatever it is that you entertain or whatever it is that you worship or believe in, darling, if you even believe in anything, Taurus, right? It's in this way where it's like you're going to be having some divine knowledge downloaded into you, and it's up to you to live out that vision. All right. I know I'm getting a little bit more metaphysical than I normally get in my readings, but I just feel like it's important for me to say that, darling. So sue me. Don't actually sue me, darling. But yeah, take that as you will, Taurus. I really want to see what good things you guys are, like see what details we can actually kind of get with this. Four of Pentacles, this is a very good time in terms of stock for you guys right now, Taurus, with the Star card, as well as the Page of Swords. So you've been keeping your eye on something for quite some time now. It's something that you've really been wanting to just, it's probably I do definitely feel like now the Eight of Pentacles makes more and more sense as we get into your reading, Taurus, because it's like you kept your eye on this for a while. For some of you guys, maybe you saw something online and you're just like, man, I really want to have that. I really want to have that Gucci purse, darling. I want to have that Xbox, darling. Whatever it is, something that you guys have been really desiring, Taurus. Taurus, like even if it's a person, even if it's like a relationship, Taurus, it's like you've had your eye on this and you're about to have the opportunity to really sink your energy into this. I feel as if you guys, some of you Tauruses had just been waiting for the perfect moment for this to happen. And then 7 of Wands coming in here with the 3 of Cups. Really? Didn't you get to the 3 of Cups already? Yeah, you got the 3 of Cups already. Taurus, I really feel strongly for many of you guys, you're going to be having new energy just coming in general. Especially if we're going to take this just as a social dynamic entirely, that Page of Swords with that 3 of Cups. I wouldn't be surprised if someone or someone's has been watching you, Taurus, and is going to be approaching you. If not this week, really, really soon. You have a lot of new, fresh energy coming in around you, Taurus. So I wouldn't be surprised in that regard for you to be getting both the 7 of Wands and 3 of Cups twice. So I like this a lot, but for other of you Tauruses, I just get this sense of where it's just like you're either going to be actually feel like that's just like for the majority of you Tauruses, where it's just like, you know, as you open these new doors, you're going to be really presented with like people that understand you, Taurus, people that just more people of your tribe. It's like you take off into this new exit and it's like you develop your own, like a whole new second family almost, right, from your original. Like I feel as if you're going to be making a lot of new acquaintances this week, and just as you continue on in this new path, Taurus. So definitely be on the lookout for that, you know. Definitely be open. Socializing is going to be the name of the game for you because it's in that 8 of Pentacles energy, so that socialization somehow elevates you in your current path. All right, Taurus? So now, darling, we gave these cards to Miss Aretha Franklin and Barbara Walters, darling. Let's get into your spirit guide and ancestral messages. We have here the 9 of Swords coming in here. You have some anxiety, Taurus, about this. I do feel as if it's going to be a little bit difficult for some of you Tauruses to kind of keep going, even especially when it comes to welcoming in new energies. I feel as if some of y'all Tauruses might have recently developed some deeper trust issues with just people in general, which sucks. I'm not going to tell you that you shouldn't have. Like everyone has some trust issues that we have to like work on, right? But I feel like something recently kind of caused for you to just like almost like you starting to doubt yourself and how you judge characters or what have you. 5 of Swords here, yeah, like because something hurt you, Taurus. And then this Chariot card coming in here. Something hurts you in the past. But it's like this sense of where it's just like you're getting this energy, and I hope this doesn't come off as dismissal, Taurus, where it's just like, you know, it's just like chin up, Taurus. You know, you can't be sitting here feeling anxious about every connection that comes in and just feeling too down in the dumps, because it's the sense of being like, yeah, you got this bad news, you dealt with this blow that just really was disappointing, and kind of get this sense of betrayal coming in here, because it feels as if like you had your back turned to this and they kind of like backstabbed you, or just like really just unnecessarily just unnecessarily just hurt you in some way when it didn't have to be in that way. And your spirit guides are just like, you know, it's just like, this sucks that this happened, darling, but keep your head up. You know, if you slump your shoulders down, if you are just so focused on this old situation, yeah, it was really distrustful, darling. It was very shady, this old energy, Taurus. So I get this entirely. But it's like your spirit guides, your ancestors, Taurus, are just asking you to continue paying attention, darling, because there's something new coming in here. There's new energies. Queen of Wands. This is like that energy of just being like, you got to continue just pushing yourself out there. Keep putting yourself out of that comfort zone, Taurus. You know, continue really just striving in your passions, because it's like these doors are opening, Taurus, and they're not going to remain open. King of Wands right afterwards. Very much so. I don't care what you resonate, how you resonate with this reading, Taurus. There's definitely someone, you know, I'm not here to say that they're for sure your soulmate or twin flame or all that, darling. You don't need a tarot reading to tell you that. When it's those depthful connections, darling, you're going to feel it regardless, right? But you guys are definitely going to be attracting, you know, this is divine counterparts, right? The Queen and King of the Wands. And so you're definitely going to be finding your match. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a lot of similarities to you, or it's like when you go into that new exit, darling, you attract someone, you find this person that shares that same interest, right? So what if you both run like a bakery or what have you, darling? All right. Definitely be on the lookout for that. Your spirit guides are just like, are telling you, she's like, hey, you dealt with this shady situation. That sucks, darling. That person wasn't meant to be. You may have felt like as if they were your soulmate or whatever, and they could have been, darling. I'm not here to dismiss those feelings, but you actually have something much more potent, much stronger coming in for you, Taurus. And it's just like, you got to keep your eyes open for this, because this is a connection that you don't want to miss. That's really what I feel is like, this is a connection you don't want to miss, is what I keep on hearing. All right, Taurus. So now let's get into your social part of your reading now. We have here the Knight of Swords, because it's coming in quick, man. The Knight of Swords is the quickest moving knight. It's coming in quick. This communication is coming in quick. Seven of Wands. This is the second Seven of Wands for you, Taurus. And then the Three of Wands. The new journey that you're going on, Taurus, you're definitely, you're getting new people coming in here. This is a connection you don't want to miss. I understand, Taurus, why you might be in down the dumps and just having your trust issues, darling. And I'm not telling you that you shouldn't be protecting your heart. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't, you know, do your best in terms of like tending to yourself and thinking for like, you know, being a little bit protective. I'm not telling you just to like bear it all for all the connections coming towards you, but there is definitely a connection that your spirit guides and ancestors are presenting to you in your life that is a very depthful connection, that is a very deep divine connection coming in for you. So this connection here explains why it is that all your other connections were very lackluster or turned to be very lackluster very quickly, because your life was setting up to be for this one person, right? So whether this is romantic, this could even be for a best friend, darling, right? I don't like to have my readings just be setting in a sense of where it's just like romantic. Like you can definitely have like a best friend coming in, a new friendship, you know, just something very depthful, something that's just very soul fulfilling. 10 of Swords coming in here for you, Taurus, because it's just like, it's going to be healing everything that you have trust issues on. If you passed a situation, you always dealt with a liar, this person is going to be very much so big on communication and just telling you about everything that they're doing, where it is that they're feeling. Maybe even a little bit blunt as well. Maybe one of those connections where it's just like, it's good that they're honest with their feelings, but sometimes hearing all their feelings might hurt a little bit, darling. You're not going to be questioning how it is that they feel or what they're thinking. Five of Pentacles. This is not going to be a connection where it's like you feel like you're like the weird one out. You're not going to feel like yeah, it's just the sense of where it's just like, this is going to be like one of those connections that I don't feel like you're used to, where it's just like you can just act completely normal around this connection, Taurus. And it's just like, Sun card, darling. This is, I mean, you can't make this up. This is the best card in the deck for you, Taurus. This is what you're up leveling. You're up leveling in terms of some type of social connection in your life. You're really up leveling the type of people that you keep around you. You're really going to be attracting your tribe at this time, Taurus. So really just keep your chin up. I know how hard it can be right now, especially if you just recently dealt with a very difficult, shady energy, especially with how that Five of Swords and Seven of Swords was reflecting. But darling, Sun, you know, Sun, darling, come on now. Like things are going to be looking up so beautifully for you. You just have to lean into this, Taurus. So yeah, darling, that is the weekly reading that I have for you for October 2021. If you found some cards of resonance to you, be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you want to book a private reading with me and you make use of that coupon, be sure to check out my comments below for the website link. It's simplyvelca.com, as well as the discount. And be sure as well, Taurus, to check out my social medias, TikTok and Instagram being simplyvelca, darling. Until next time, Taurus, I love you so much. Bye.